Violence has erupted on the border between Turkey and Greece as more migrants attempt to cross into the European Union. On the Greek island of Lesbos, locals are becoming increasingly angry at the thousands of migrants who have already arrived. Sky's Adam Parsons has the latest.
These are the latest migrants to make the journey from Turkey to Lesbos. It's a perilous crossing, made in search of passage to Europe, the hope of a new start. In fact, this is what awaits them. Recent arrivals have been stopped from applying for asylum here. Instead, they're loaded onto a military vessel. It's expected to take them to a detention centre on the mainland and then, probably, deportation. Migration's the abiding theme on this island, and the contrast comes from another boat. The Mare Liberum is 103 years old. It's crewed by volunteers. It roams the waters around Lesbos in search of refugees, monitoring how the Coast Guard responds. We're joining them for a day. Heckled as we board by a group of protesters. In their opinion, this boat promotes migration. The anger overt. We leave harbour early and in a hurry. If the crew sees a migrant vessel, they alert the Coast Guard. Sometimes it is too late.
I do know that these boats can sink quite fast. People can fall overboard, and people can die. I've seen people being dead and being drowned, and that's something that my hope always tries to, hope that it's not happening.
They claim some official vessels are deliberately unhelpful to migrants by pushing their boats back towards Turkish water or even damaging the dinghies.
And they're trying to get us to move the port.
And there is hostility too towards this charity. Earlier this week, a group of men approached the boat when it was moored in harbour. Petrol was thrown onto the wooden deck. They were told to leave.
We have been attacked, many journalists have been attacked, and NGOs stopped their work because they thought it's too dangerous, and especially in this situation, for sure. We really had this feeling of, what can we even change? Like, there's so many things that are like so global that here, what can we do?
So the Mare Liberum has finished its voyage in the channel between Turkey and Lesbos. We haven't seen any migrant boats, so we're heading back to Mytilene, which is the biggest town. But we've just been told that we're not actually allowed to enter the harbour at the moment because of fears of protests and reprisal attacks by people who see this boat as a focal point for their anger against migrants coming onto this island. So for the moment, we've been told to wait outside. We're in a kind of limbo. Eventually, a compromise.
We would prefer then to stay in Perama so we can take water and diesel tomorrow.
The crew are told to take the team from Sky News to a different harbour, 2 hours away. When we arrive, that flash of light is the symbol that it's safe to land. We disembark, but it's a brief stop. The Mare Liberum moves off into the night, a ship for desperate migrants, itself in search of safety.